Welcome back to the Modicom Legia eSports Cup 2016. It's been a great day here for day one of the Cup itself. We're up to the last game of the tournament. It is going to be PSG versus Man City. Kevin Brown versus Aga Rosemeyer. Big game, because Kevin unfortunately drew his game against Legia Warsaw's Sroka. So he's now in a position where if he wants that 6th place, he's got to beat someone who's only been defeated once by his fellow countryman, Sean Allen.
So he proved it is possible. You can win against August Rosenmeier, but it will be really hard.
Very, very hard. We'll take a look at the standings soon enough to show you how the day's worked out so far. But right now, we're going to be setting this game up to show you exactly how this tournament will wrap up for day one. Will Kieran Brown find himself into the next stage of the competition? Definitely wants to put that on his FIFA competitive CV, as he's obviously a new face to the community, coming up against a veteran such as August. And it's not exactly an easy feat to beat someone of this caliber. Multiple championships in his belt. Had to come back after a difficult FIFA 15 to FIFA 16. Has come out firing. Really strong player. FIFA 17's really started to take his own, showing exactly what he's made of. Looked like Sean Allen managed to find the chink in his armour though. Can Kieran Brown exploit that? I'm sure they'll have exchanged words. Saw Sean Allen watching on with Kieran's game.
I'm sure that August will want to take revenge of the English player. He lost against Sean Allen, and actually he still can be second. I mean, he's told me that he wants to win the tournament and he wants to be first on the group stage, so he will do everything to beat Manchester City in this game. We look at
I think
Kez.
Yeah, so
he's quite look good. Calm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think this is a big game for Kieran and Sean then. So if Kieran wins, he probably secures himself a top 6 spot. And if he wins, he also secures Sean Allen, I think, first place going into tomorrow.
So whole England counts on him. Supporters of West Ham as well.
No pressure. No pressure at all. Might want to put your music in for this one, Kieran. It's gonna be an emotional roller coaster.
Don't listen to us. Don't listen to us. Just play your game. He's just a double world champion, so you can easily beat him. Don't worry.
August is looking very focused.
Actually, that's interesting. I mean, very often I see players that don't have their own music to cut the environment, to be able to focus. And
I'm not sure I could deal with like calming music while I'm playing a big competitive matchup.
I mean, it doesn't have to be calm music. It can be like rock, something to put an angry mood in you.
Eye of the Tiger, maybe?
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, exactly. This kind of idea. August really focused already, and we are going live. Etihad Stadium, Man City against Paris Saint-Germain.
So
Ronaldo, Griezmann, Sissoko is being changed by Hazard, of course, for City. Stefan Effenberg, I like it. I like the Legends card.
Well, he used to be a really good FIFA 15 pick because he was extremely good, an absolute force in that CDM role, but he was also one of the cheaper legends to get, so he didn't cost maybe a couple $100 grand to be able to pick up, which sounds like quite a lot.
What do you think about Pele?
I've never used Pele, so I don't know many people who have had an opportunity to use Pele, but
he's freaking expensive.
He's very good.
So.
Kevin De Bruyne plays with...
I'm alright with my Shane Long up front, to be honest.
Alright, so let's see if Kaz can fight against the double world FIFA champion.
That's not good. That's not good. Oh my God!
What happened there? Epic fail.
Pressure maybe getting to Aggie there. I'm not sure how Gareth Bale manages to miss an absolute sitter like that one.
Welcome to the world of FIFA.
Kieran has had a rude awakening here. He knows he's just gotten away with that. Obviously had bad luck in his first game on the main stage. Might have some good luck. Aguero's shot parried round the post. Neuer keeps Aggie in this one.
That was a bit of dangerous beginning for the British player. However, now good attempt, but the aiming could be a little bit much better. Keeper didn't have any issues with catching this ball.
Whoa!
Nice.
This is some big pressure coming out here from Kieran. I think he might be taking the leaf out of Sean Allen's book by just keeping the pressure on. Once he's got him in his own half, just keep hounding him down. And Aggie doing the smart thing of switching the play over to the other flank just to disrupt the position of Kieran's players. Try and disperse the action, give him some more room to breathe, but Kieran not stopping there. Obviously wants to rectify what he probably thought was an easy 3 points in the last game against Legia Warsaw's Sroka. And Aggie just trying to keep Kieran away from his own half.
I think that the very start was the most intensive start of today's games, but now the pace is a little bit slower. Maybe both of the players notice, okay, that was a dangerous situation on my penalty box, so I need to play more secure game. But now, chance for Kez.
He's got to find it inside.
Yes, it is! Manchester City, 1-0.
It's Hazard even. Never mind, ignore me.
What's going on?
Goal's a goal.
Is there any magical way, any trick that the British know about August? He lost only against
It looks like
Sean.
just pile the pressure on as much as you possibly can. He can't seem to deal with the heat.
And he's doing changes.
He's gone for changes already.
One situation.
This is what happens. If you find you're on top of the world, you're 5-0 or whatever it was, 6-0 in the competition, and one person manages to upset you, if a second person comes along and you can't handle them again, it can really start to send you in circles.
I mean, the question is if he knows what happened and he found a quick solution, and now he's just gonna go equalize, then 2-1, 3-1, we will see. But as you said, it's like 18th minutes. And now he's doing some changes. Hopefully for him, it will impact the rest of the game. And Kez, a very good start. He is the underdog of this tournament and against the biggest favorite. He is leading 1-0. According to the bookies, odds were 12-1 that he can win this tournament. When I see
Kieran?
Yes.
They're pretty good odds, to be fair. Well,
no.
Actually, I would say they're pretty bad odds. I wouldn't put him down as a 12-1 favorite to win this one. I suppose.
I mean, August is the #1. This is like the pick for whole tournament, right?
Yeah.
So they don't think that he can win this tournament. Hopefully, he may prove them
you've
wrong.
only got 10 participants in the tournament. It's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. But I wouldn't have put him as 12-1 if I'm honest with you. But
you know him.
Know.
You know him. That he's your lad, right?
He's my lad.
And now situation for Rosenmeier, but not this time. But he is showing, okay, I did some changes, and now I will attack to equalize this match.
I think Kieran managing to pull out a victory here against Aggie, that's worthy of a qualification into day 2 of this tournament, without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely one of the best players here this weekend. And I think maybe he's just getting inside his own head a little bit. Obviously went for some quick changes. He's stuck with that wide winging formation.
Ronaldo Griezmann, nice pass to Pogba! Whoa. And the keeper, angry keeper, but yeah, he did everything he wanted to do in this situation, and still Manchester City on a lead. But I see that
Kieran needs to slow it down a little bit, try and get hold of the ball and possession.
And August on the opposite, he will play faster and faster. He wants to equalize as soon as possible to prove that he is the #1 of the group stage.
Well, I think it's simple to kind of shut Aggie out. Is, you know, once he's got this goal cushion, it's just stick bodies behind the ball, because he's going to look to try and probe you with passing. So if you can just pile it out with bodies and stop, you know, just cut out the passing lanes, it becomes very hard for Aggie to find his way through. Whereas I think what's become kind of a staple English method of playing FIFA is aggression and playing with pace. And it certainly seems to be the undoing for almost a second time, maybe saying that prematurely, for Aggie this weekend.
And we have seen already that if you made a small mistake in the defense, August will notice free space, send a good through ball, and you can be behind. For the time being, Manchester is still ahead and has problems even to leave his half. We'll see if Kez manages to do it now. Okay, that's done. Now he can go closer to the goal. Griezmann. He has some friends to pass the ball. Eden Hazard.
Oh yes, Griezmann! Oh, could have been 2.
I think that the defender stopped him from a better shot. He has been like muscled there a little bit, and because of that he couldn't put the ball in.
Oh,
and now Rosenmeier, Griezmann again. Good keeper.
Should have gone across the goal. Maybe he second guessed himself, but probably should have tried to shoot across goal. That might have been an effective tactic, going the near post for FIFA 16. Whoa. Smashes that one over. Maybe just a shot more in frustration than anything. Kieran still seeing this one out at 1-0. What a victory it would be. Definitely one of the best victories of his career so far in competitive FIFA. He's only been at it for about a year. Not even a year, I don't think. I can't even remember when they managed to determine who won the hashtag competition to join Spencer Owen's eSports team. I think it was probably about midway through the year or so. So he's barely been at the competitive thing full time for very long, and this is definitely a win to put under your belt. And here comes Aggie again on the attack. It looks like Aggie's also stepped up the pace of his game a little bit more. No more methodical passing around, but could that be his undoing as we reach the halfway stage in this final game for these two in the group stages? Now Aggie's already secured himself a position in tomorrow. We're pretty sure it's a top 2 position as well. However, this loss here today could see Sean Allen jump his position to top of the standings.
After first 35 minutes, August didn't perform well. Let's see what changes he did again.
4-3-1-2. Neymar playing in behind. I think that might have been Bale Ronaldo. It looks like Royce has come on for Kieran, and that was a wasted pass. Royce on for Griezmann.
Do you think that Pez will try to score another one, or he will rather focus on defense?
I think, well, he's going to see if there's an opportunity to score a goal, no doubt. I think where it's different for someone like Sean, who's just, you know, all-out aggression. He won't stop even in the last moments to try and get himself forward. I think when there are opportunities for him to slow down the game, take a breather and waste a bit of time, he's definitely going to take it. But if he's got a clear opportunity to move the ball up into the other half, you'll find that he won't waste no time to get up there.
And now mistaken Bale, he's so fast.
Look for the back post. Oh! Lovely interception there.
Great defending there. Oh, that was a good one. He had to react really fast.
Alba getting back to make sure that the cross box pass does not reach its intended target. Eden Hazard with some lovely dribbling. Unfortunately, the passing was not as immaculate in this affair, and Aggie's going to look to push forward. Maybe Kieran getting a little bit overzealous there, committing members towards the tackles he wasn't going to make. Neuer does a solid job once again of keeping the ball away from crossing into the net. Here comes Marco Reus with the pace. Can he beat Boateng? He does manage to do it, gets a shot off. But Neuer again with an almost mirror save in the end, palming it in the air, catching it on the downward flight. An hour's gone, and Kieran's still fighting in this one with a 1-0 lead.
Until now, I think there was like over 15 shots on goal, which we didn't see so often in the previous games.
Lovely ball, Royce! He's put it away! No way! How has Kieran done this?
Don't say that. He may listen to you.
How is he up 2-0? Aggie is not happy with himself. You can see that, just a slight mistake in the touch of that defender. Finds Royce in. We're going to watch the replay just for the BM.
Great play.
Marco Reus, you beauty.
Great play. He proves Manchester City right. Their decision was really good to sign him to the club. And for now, surprisingly, Rosenmeier is losing his second game again against the English player.
You can tell Aggie's not happy with himself. He even switched to the 4-3-1-2 at half-time. Clearly not pleased with the way that he's played these last two games. It's all well and good beating some of the other competition, but when you've got to come up against the top competition, as Aggie got the bottle to find the back of the net, and he does. Bale manages to slot one home. It's 2-1. Kieran cannot afford to let this one slip at this moment, because he's almost guaranteeing himself a spot into day number 2, which I'm sure he's desperate to get to.
And
so he's got to be careful.
Yes, and now August knows that he can score. It's not like that the defense of Manchester City is just so solid. Now it's going to be easier for him to score another one, and he still has over 25 minutes of virtual time. And Kez needs to focus a little bit more. Let's see who is doing changes.
Looks like it might be
Hazard for Sterling. He swaps with Royce.
Okay.
I think he did the same in the previous game that we have seen on the main stage. Anything on August?
No, I think he's kept it pretty much the same as to what he had before. As we said, he's only got Renato Sanchez and Martial, I think, still on the bench, so he's not really, he's a bit limited as far as his substitutions go on. This is what we were saying before. Are those the kind of game-changing substitutions you need when you're in games like this? Bale finding his way in behind once again. Fake shot, looking to go inside, but Alaba does a great job once again, having an outstanding performance for Kieran in the back. Here comes Marco Reus, ball roll past Boateng, but it's not going to get any further than there. And once again, going up the middle, Kieran just needs a 1-2 to unleash Eden Hazard. You have to say, ref, that maybe that was a foul there. But here comes Aggie once again.
He will continue the attacks one after another. He wants to score the second goal to equalize this game. Maybe he wants even to win, to show that, hey Kez, what are you doing? I'm the champion here. And Neymar to Ronaldo.
Careful. He has got to be careful here. You can't allow people like... So this is how he managed to score, is letting Gareth Bale and Ronaldo.
Saw today such goal. August scored with 2 fakes. 1, 2, short pass.
Got to get it closed down. The shot comes off. Great handling by Neuer. What I've noticed in the second half is because now that Aggie's playing a more central formation, he's getting quicker passes off, which is upsetting Kieran, and he's not letting his defence drop deep enough. So whereas before he dropped so deep into his own half, Aggie had all the room to play with in front of him, but meant he didn't really have many opportunities to actually have a chance on goal. Now that he's hitting him quicker on the counter-attack, his defence haven't had time to push back into their own half, meaning that people like Cristiano Ronaldo and Bale are having moments in behind the defence, which he wasn't doing before. So Kieran's really got to be very much on point with tracking the runs of some of these players who are going to look to try and get in behind that defence quickly.
But only 9 minutes remaining.
That's
for
a lovely
Kieran
goal.
for be happy after this performance, after this game, and I think that he should steal any second that will be in his possession of the ball. For now he needs to focus on the defense, because I'm sure that Aggie will try to score this goal. He will put every forces into the offense, and maybe Bale, maybe Ronaldo will try to do some magic in front of the Manuel Neuer.
Got an all-out attack.
No, Neymar,
he's literally
Ronaldo.
Just throwing caution to the wind now. This leaves him very open for a counter-attack. I think if Kieran could just deflect this one, he can find his way through, in on goal. The ball's dragged back to Neymar, finds Paul Pogba, goes for the fake shot. Renato Sanchez body shielding, and it's all open. Here comes the ball. No, it's not going to get past that last man. But Aggie, he stacked all these red shirts in the opponent's half. He's got to quickly try and push this one forward, hold on to the ball. Renato Sanchez still in possession. Just kill down the time, and the 3 points are yours. Finding your way into the top 6. Sean Allen will find his way to the top of the hill. And here comes the attack now. Eden Hazard holding on to it, looking for the pass. Marco Reus is through. Here comes Raheem Sterling. What can he do? Fake shot inside. Goes for the finish. Kieran Brown, welcome to the top 6 of the Modicom Legia eSports Cup 2016. Fantastic counter-attack play.
Great finish.
It's all happening here.
Another surprise in this tournament. Our great, biggest favorite, August Aggie Rosenmeier, will be defeated for the 2nd time by an Englishman. And again, when
we have ice in our veins, apparently.
Yeah, when he loses, he quickly goes to his opponent to congratulate. And I think that this night will be hard for him. He will have to think about it, what I did wrong. Because today he could allow himself to be defeated twice. Tomorrow it won't be possible. So in a very short moment we will have the interview with your star, with your English hero of Manchester City. Exactly, I know you're happy. I would be happy as well if Legia will be. So
you can live vicariously through my lads.
Yeah, because we are like Chelsea brothers, so,
exactly.
So it's okay. But I'm surprised that even though August made so much changes, he had some situations, but he didn't manage to score the 2nd one. I saw that Kez was a little bit hesitating in the defense after the 2nd goal.
I think he was nervous. That's probably one of the biggest games he's ever played in competitive FIFA so far, against a former world champion.
But he passed the test, right?
He passed the test.
And now I'm seriously thinking that he can do really big things tomorrow.
I think so too. I think he could potentially upset a few players.
For example, Sean Allen, yeah?
Well, that's the thing about the playoffs and like knockout brackets, is that you might not have a very good Saturday, but might just kind of get your way into the final stages, and then you turn up then. I mean, like this game, those 2 games could be, you know, history. We might not even remember them by the end of tomorrow. Aggie could easily, you know, turn up tomorrow, win his 2 games he's probably got to play tomorrow, and he's champion. So it could all be for nothing.
So now we will go for a short break, and after the break we will have the last game of the group stage, Schalke Gelsenkirchen against Legia Warsaw, so maybe something for the local fans. I hope Sroka will win, and we will see you after a short break.